about, weighing 3 or 4 different variations as he immediately reached for e4, and the players, and from Levon's point of view, you know what he's going to play.
As a black player, he's easily the most predictable player in the top circuit. I think even ahead of Peter Zviller's Grunfeld is Levon Aronian's Marshall Gambit.
We see repeats.
A complete repeat of the game that
he played against Nakamura. Let's see if Dennis has found something in Rook C8. Perhaps they didn't even look at it. They were just calming down Sergey after the loss. Again, Rook C8. I was telling you guys, I hadn't seen this before. Hikaru hadn't seen it before. Sergey hadn't seen it before. He's taking a little bit of time there to play.
And look at Levon.
Look at that. D5.
Look, I just had this position
and I nearly
won it.
It's like Hikaru and Leuven. Yeah, the same thing 3 times in a day.
Well, I mean, there is a pause between the rounds, so you would have expected that Dennis would have been, keeping an eye on the other games.
Maybe the second, I don't know what the role of the job
It is tough. It is tough to watch all the games at the same time. We have 5 commentators, and we barely can keep track of every game that we're playing. Imagine being the second, focusing on your player's game, and still trying to keep tabs on everybody else.
I know. I'm not thinking of it in that way so much as just, if I've got my guy, I'm Sergey's second, I'm looking ahead and I'm saying, okay, you're playing Levon in the next game. What has Levon played? This position. That's exactly.
Now we have a change.
Dennis has said, don't play Rook A6. Play C4.
I'm not sure that's happened. I think, judging by the clock times, I think Sergey's on his own. And that's the reaction.
Also, either Dennis has amazing intuition about chess, or he has a different computer than I use. Because the computer doesn't like this idea.
Doesn't like C4
not so much.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, it says after Bishop F6, there are some tactical troubles to solve with the pawn on C3.
Bishop F6.
Not to mention that you also have to be worried about C4 in many variations, and I'm going to be able to corral this pawn on D5 pretty quickly.
You think that Bishop F6, if I go Rook C1, for example, Alejandro C4, I will trade and go Bishop A4. No. Bishop D6. The same approach that he chose against Hikaru is Levon's choice. Levon wants to go like a good Marshall Gambit player, Queen F6 and Queen F4.
Right.
A post up that he used to pretty good effect 2 rounds ago, 4 rounds ago. Man, this is going by.
It is going by incredibly quickly.
It is.
It's difficult to keep up, actually.
Okay, so now we're stuck with this rather hapless bishop on B3. Crucial question, should I play C3, C4 or not?
I reckon they will see Rook A6. Oh, his is black.
No, it was just Bishop D6 was the last one, so it's white on turn. I'm just wondering, I want to cement this pawn on C4. I'm not happy about what I do.
Are you going to give the passed pawn? So, because after C3, C4, the consequences is that I get a...
I will trade that off. B5, B4.
Yeah.
Because there was a sequence in that previous game of Hikaru where Hikaru put his rook on E1, and that was challenged by a rook on E8. If I can go C4, you go B4, and put my bishop on A4, at least I could stifle the rook from ever coming in. Good compensation, Alejandro?
Computers say yes, they think it's about equal. I'm not using them as much in these blitz games because sometimes they need a little bit of time to think.
Right.
But Sergey has given them that time. It's been about a minute since he played. And they think it's about equal, enough compensation for the pawn. He has gone for this idea of C4, I believe.
Yes.
And E4 seems like an automatic reply.
Right.
Much better version. Whoa.
He took on C4.
If I'm right, I'm very happy to see that. I will recapture with the pawn and put my bishop back on C2. Then my bishop is alive.
Not only that, but I always have the defensive resource of Rook A3 now.
Right.
Rook A3?
Yeah, like if I take on C4, bishop C2, and I need to defend F3, I always will have Rook A3 on top.
Right. Well, take on C4.
I mean, you can play Queen F6 and go for the endgame down a pawn, but is this really what you wanted to get?
No. That's a two-result game.
Yeah, but you'll probably hold it, right?
Yes.
The pawn structure's shattered, and I can get my bishop all the way to D4
but
if I need
he's
it.
kind of ruined a little bit of opening surprise.
Yeah, but again, I feel that you're right. Bishop f3 playing bishop opposite color, probably a draw, but there's going to be some suffering. It's not
Exactly.
going to be.
There will be. There will be. But I still think he's going to go for it. The move queen f4 is met with queen c1. Because tactically you cannot take on c4. Perhaps he missed this move queen f4, queen c1, going into this variation.
Maybe he can just.
Oh, the important part you're saying that is queen f4. You got this mating idea of bishop f3, but you're also eyeballing this pawn on c4, and the move queen c1 stops both. You can't take on c4 because if a bishop takes h7, discover check, oops, there goes the lady. So you think you reckon it was a tactical miscue that Levon made there?
Yes.
Yeah, because he probably was counting on this move queen f4, and he's just going to go suffer.
He's just going to go suffer.
Sometimes you do what you got to do, and this is going to end in a draw probably. Even in a blitz game, yes, it's some suffering, but
that bishop on d6 makes such a good impression. It's
so strong.
It is so strong.
All I have to do is trade one more pair of rooks, and that's going to be the end of the game. So Karjakin at least needs to keep one pair alive to have any chance of winning.
And how about bishop a4? Yes, he's done it with the idea of bishop.
That is the thing. You get the bishop to c6. And congratulations.
Yeah.
Wonderful play.
Yeah. Take a photo.
Take a photo.
I'm not sure it does nothing.
You like the bishop on c6?
I love the bishop on c6. Because it's just, all I need to do is keep control and start moving.
Well, I see Black is trading a pair of rooks, putting his rook on d8, putting his king on f8, kind of thumbing his nose.
But I have bishop e8. I have moves like bishop e8, and suddenly, if you're not careful...
Well, we're going to get there.
There's not a big difference between the bishop on c6 and the bishop on b5, right?
Right.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Right.
We're going to put the bishop on d4, rook on d6, pass.
And this is what we're getting. We're getting rook to
over
a7.
Probably the king goes to f8, right?
Right. I was thinking to put the king on f8 without the move g6, now that it makes such a big difference, of course.
Yeah, you want to keep the bishop at bay, and I think that's why the king should go to f8, because you never allow bishop e8.
I oversight that. I didn't expect that.
Rook d6.
I would change the character of the position, right? At least go.
Hang on a second. Can I just not go rook c7?
Rook c7,
bishop d4, or
yeah, then
bishop e8.
Then bishop e8.
Then biship e8. Yeah.
And then rook
f6, and then
Yeah, but then d6 maybe.
Then d6 maybe perhaps.
Yeah, but okay, nothing. Yeah. We're getting all excited about absolutely nothing.
Ulf Anderson chess.
Yes. But okay, this looks like a relatively good chance compared to the other versions of this endgame. I wasn't so in love with putting the bishop on d4.
No, a very, very active way of play when we were thinking that you could
I'm not in love with that either.
The position
because you have moves like f4 because I don't think you
want to take and allow d6. That's right.
Yeah.
Well. Just trying to get the zen of the position myself. Well, f4, king g7.
Oh, f4 played?
h6, king g7, g5. The lead pawn on the lead f4 pawn isn't that impressive.
I don't like h6. Can I play rook c6?
Yes, king g7.
d6.
D6. Oh, God.
I'm finally pushing my pawn.
Right.
Yeah, because the point is that rook c6, if you take on f4...
You take with the pawn. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
If you take on f4, I take... And he has done it. Rook takes f4 is met with rook takes g6. That is at least an improvement in the structure.
Why is rook takes f4 met with rook takes g6?
Oh my god, what am I doing?
I
am hallucinating everything.
Good morning,
Good morning. So what am I saying?
d6, d6. Rook takes f4, d6. He's sacrificing... He's sacrificing f2 as well.
Also, is this? Yeah, but
that's fine because you go d7.
Well, I'm going to go rook d2 and bishop f6.
Oh, you're just
in time, right? No, you're not. I played d7 first.
He's taken.
No, I played d6, rook takes f2, king g3, rook d2, d7.
f3, Sergey is very calm.
Okay, but now I think...
Look, Guys, I'm going to keep my f2 pawn. I'm going to get my pawn to d6.
I think this is tough.
For the cost of a single pawn.
This is very tough for Levon.
That is a very fine improvement for white.
I don't see a move that's not bishop f6.
I'm looking at bishop e3.
But if you go bishop f6,
d4.
No, but e3 wins immediately against bishop e3.
Pardon me?
d6 wins immediately against bishop e3, right?
Bishop e3, d6, rook over d7, bishop
d7.
g5. And then you want to play rook takes c5, of course. Yes. Well, how are you dealing with this criminal?
But if you go bishop f6?
As we have a result already, Grishuk has drawn his game against MVL.
The pawn on c5 is hanging.
That's the whole point, that this bishop on d4 will need a...
Bishop e3 played, so we expect d6.
d6 is an automatic. We're expecting d6. The rook will come behind.
And then you have this lovely d7.
And he's played it.
And we've played it, yeah.
And now you cannot take this pawn because there's a rook c8 discovered check. It will pick up the rook.
So he has to move the king or play bishop g5. They're about the same. Rook c8, bishop g5 is forced, take
and then rook takes c5.
And now the plan is simple. I go rook c8, c5, c6, c7. How do you stop this?
You don't.
You
okay.
don't.
You push him, baby.
Push him.
Wow. This is a masterclass. Guys, no, seriously, this is really, really good stuff by Sergey. I mean, what a bounce back, considering what a big loss that was when he lost to MBL just a moment ago.
And we can probably pinpoint this moment until this decision of b takes c4.
I thought the bishop on d6 was the perfect blockader, actually.
Yeah, but this was already unpleasant, you know, from an opening. When he could have
it might be a nice round for Sergey, as Hikaru Nakamura is lost against Mamedyarov.
No, check. Really upsetting the leaderboard.
Playing the role of spoiler.
He still has to find a couple of good moves, but he isn't a winning endgame.
Okay. Keep our eye on that one too. But this looks over, guys. C5, C6.
And
just away we go. And there's some spike checks, but Levon...
You cannot coordinate it in perpetual with this configuration of pieces.
And look at it, he just pushed
doesn't matter how many
pawns. He doesn't want the bishop.
Okay, Aronian playing the seconds actually. He's got 5 up.
But it isn't about the clock, it's just about the dead loss position that he has. And he's just played the move f5. C7 is about to come, and then Levon can...
Yeah, that's it.
Handshake. Important there. Sergey Karjakin bouncing back with a good win. As we can see, look at that expression. You know what's going on. Hikaru Nakamura